Good morning, students. Next topic is production of circularly polarized light and elliptically polarized light, and also plane of polarized light. Okay, how to produce the circularly polarized light and elliptically polarized light and plane of polarized light. So by this experimental arrangement, we can produce the circularly polarized light and elliptically polarized light. So now, how to produce first of all plane polarized light. Okay, this is the experimental arrangement. So in that experimental arrangement, this is a nickel prism. So N1, and so it is a quarter wave plate. So this quarter wave plate is placed between T1 and T2 are the two tubes. So between T1 and T2 we are placed the quarter wave plate, and so this quarter wave plate is okay, it is possible to rotate by this experimental arrangement, and so whatever the light is travel from the T2, okay, it is convenient to incident on the N2 is a nickel prism, another nickel prism. Okay, it is arranged so cross sectionally, okay, across of the first nickel prism is okay, it is exactly okay, N1 is okay, N1 is exactly opposite to N2. Okay, and it is next whatever the light is coming from the N2 is it is absorbed by the human eye. Okay, so now what will be happen here, let us discuss. And okay, this is the unpolarized light. So unpolarized light is okay, incident on a first nickel prism. So by the nickel prism we know that what is the importance of the nickel prism. So the nickel prism at the optic axis, okay, it is okay, two rays, ordinary ray and extraordinary ray, whatever inside the nickel prism, it is observed one type of ray, that is ordinary ray is observed by this nickel prism, and remaining one ray is travel through outside. Okay, that is okay, it can by using the nickel prism we can produce the plane of polarized light. Okay, so whatever the plane of polarized light is come out from the N1 is incident okay, travel through the T1. So T1 is the tube. So between the T1 we are placed T1 and T2 we place the quarter wave plate. So the quarter wave plate, it can be possible to rotate. Okay, here okay, we show that okay, it can be possible this quarter plate is rotate so by 0 for 30 45 degrees. So when the quarter plate is placed here, whatever the light is polarized light is get from the nickel prism N1 is incident in the quarter wave plate, and this quarter wave plate is exactly here. Suppose we are placed the 45, we are placed the other than 45 degrees, okay, or okay, it is placed exactly 90 degrees to incident ray. Then so the rays the whatever the observing here, we cannot see the plane of polarized light, because okay, we see only the dark, because so the light ray, the plane of polarized light is come to here. So it is a quarter wave plate is exact 90 degrees. Okay, so then okay, it is at here. So the light is only plane of polarized because it is cross sectionally placed. Okay, so in this way up to here we produce the plane of polarized light. So by this experimental arrangement. Okay, so and next okay, to how okay, we have to explain about plane of polarized light. Okay, plane of polarized light. Okay, at from the nickel prism, okay, it is come out the plane of polarized light. So they are okay, they are travel in the same. Okay, here ordinary ray, extraordinary rays travel with the same direction, then it is produces the plane of polarized light, because resultant of ordinary ray same direction, extraordinary ray is also same direction. That's why it is produces the resultant is plane of polarized light at here only. Okay, because here N2 is exactly cross to the N1, so we cannot see, okay, we cannot intense, but we produce the plane of polarized light. So here no need to the use of the quarter wave plate. Okay, next, second one is circularly polarized light. How to produce the circularly polarized light in this experiment? So now, okay, we had to discuss here. So first of all, before going to that topic, so how to produce the circular polarized light means, so suppose, okay, every ray of light is ఒక incident on a prism or a crystal. Okay, it is doubly refracted. We know that doubly refracted as ordinary ray and ordinary ray and extraordinary ray. We know that. Okay, extraordinary ray. So by these two rays are resultant of, okay, these two rays are oscillates with each other, then, okay, it is a resultant wave is produces. That resultant wave is how to produce the circularly polarized light we have to discuss. Okay, suppose ordinary ray and extraordinary ray is we get. So if this is the extraordinary ray, this is the ordinary ray, to get the circularly polarized light, so whose amplitude is okay, this extraordinary ray amplitude is always equal to amplitude of the ordinary ray, then, so whose amplitude is same, and so they are travel with or oscillate with perpendicular to each other, then that means, okay, it is oscillate here, with same amplitude, then resultant of these two rays, okay, it is produces the circularly polarized light. It produces the circularly polarized light. Okay, like this. Okay, so okay, to produces the circularly polarized light, we know that, so the two rays, ordinary ray and extraordinary ray, has phase difference is pi by 2, and which has travel with equal amplitude. Now, so in the experimental arrangement, uh, how to get here circularly polarized light? So let us discuss. So this is the unpolarized light. Okay, so this unpolarized light is incident on the nickel prism. So by the nickel prism we get a polarized light are emergent outside from N1. It is polarized light. So that polarized light is travel to, okay, T1 tube, and between the T1 tube we have the quarter wave plate. Okay, quarter wave plate and T2. So it is cross sectionally placed N2. Okay, so this planar polarized light is travel here at quarter wave plate. The quarter wave plate is, okay, it is possible to rotate. Suppose we have to start the rotate quarter wave plate. So from 0, 30, 40, 45. So at the angle of 45 degrees, at this quarter wave plate is okay, 45 degrees angle, then, so the whatever the plane of polarized light is travel to quarter wave plate. Okay, quarter wave plate, and then it is come outside to the nickel prism. Okay, so at here what will be happen here? Here that nothing but, so whatever the quarter wave plate is emitted rays, that is okay, it is emitted because, okay, it is this is a planar polarized light. Okay, it is incident on a quarter wave plate. So we know that the quarter, in previous class we learn quarter wave plate is when whatever the light is travel through the quarter wave plate. Okay, we already discussed. So then it is produces the ordinary ray and extraordinary ray, okay, whose wavelength phase difference is pi by 2, phase difference is pi by 2, and path difference of, okay, the plane, even the plane of polarized light also, at here at the quarter wave plate, it is resolved as a, okay, ordinary ray and extraordinary ray at here, okay, like this. Okay, this is extraordinary, this is ordinary. So we already discussed about quarter wave plate. So in the quarter wave plate, the phase difference is phase difference is pi by 2 and okay, phase difference of ordinary ray and extraordinary ray is pi by 2 and path difference is phase difference is pi by 2 and path difference is lambda by 4. Okay, lambda by 4. Then so that means the quarter wavelet is here we are placed with 45 degrees, then it is possible to produce, okay, then it is possible, the phase difference of these two waves are pi by 2 and path difference is lambda by 4. Then it is the two waves are like this. Okay, so they have phase difference is pi by 2 and path difference, okay, path difference between so they are travel with equal amplitude when we are placing with 45 degrees. So this quarter wavelet is placed with 45 degrees, then it is produces the equal amplitude and equal amplitude. Phase difference is pi by 2. Two rays, ordinary ray and extraordinary rays, are comes outside and it is produces the elliptically polarized light. Then we can able to see, okay, elliptically polarized light. Okay, now so how to, once again I repeat it. Okay, when the quarter wavelet angle is 45 degrees, 45 degrees, okay, which optic axis to the N2. Okay, so this quarter wavelet is, okay, it has also optic axis, we know that. So this is the optic axis. Okay, so this optic axis is exactly 45 degrees to the nickel prism. Then it is able to come out the rays, ordinary ray and extraordinary ray has with the phase difference is pi by 2 and path difference is phase difference is pi by 2 and so equal amplitude. Then it is okay, the resultant of these two waves, it is produced as the circularly polarized light. This circularly polarized light is able to see our eye. And next, third one is elliptically polarized light. Similarly, how to produce the elliptically polarized light? So because of, okay, we can to produce the elliptically polarized light, so when the phase difference is pi by 2 and the quarter wavelet is placed other than 45 degrees and it makes the amplitude of ordinary and extraordinary ray has unequal, okay, unequal amplitude, then resultant it produces the elliptically polarized light. That means to produce look at here, to produce the elliptically polarized light, okay, extraordinary ray is suppose this one, ordinary ray is this one, so whose amplitude is not equal. Okay, whenever it is possible A is not equal to B, okay, whose amplitude is not equal, but so they are travel with okay, they are oscillate with the phase differences pi by 2. Then resultant of, okay, these waves are travel this way, these waves are travel this way, resultant is it produces the circularly polarized light. So okay, circularly polarized light, so that means to get the circularly polarized light, so we need the phase difference is pi by 2 and unequal amplitudes. Okay, the ordinary ray and extraordinary ray has unequal amplitude, then resultant is we can produce the elliptically polarized light. Now how to produce here in this experimental arrangement elliptically polarized light? Let us see that. So this is unpolarized light. Unpolarized light is incident on the nickel prism N1. So by this N1 total internal reflection, okay, it is produces the planar polarized light. This planar polarized light is travel to tube T1 and again it is incident on the quarter wavelet. This quarter wavelet optic axis is, so now we have to start from 0 degrees. It is 0 degrees. Okay, it is exactly a calcite nickel prism N2 is darkened. Okay, if it is 0 degrees, okay, we cannot able to see, that is okay, it is look like as a dark. So when we are rotate this quarter wavelet from 0, 30, 40, okay, above other than to 45 degrees it produces the circularly polarized light. So above or okay, other than 45 degrees, okay, it is produces the rays, ordinary ray and extraordinary ray okay, which is exactly 45 degrees to this optic, the quarter waveplate is 45 degrees to the um, N2. Quarter waveplate optic axis is 45 degrees to N2, and the whatever the ordinary ray and extraordinary ray come out from this quarter waveplate is unequal amplitude, and the phase difference is pi by 2. Then we can see the elliptically polarized light. So listen, remember, students, so to get the planar polarized light, ordinary ray, extraordinary rays travel with zero, there is no phase difference, and amplitude is whatever it may be. Okay, so but okay, so to get the circularly polarized light, so the ordinary ray and extraordinary ray has travel with equal amplitude, but so they are travel with perpendicular to each other, then resultant we get elliptically polarized light. So now, so to get, sorry, circularly polarized light, to get the elliptically polarized light, so the waves, ordinary ray and extraordinary ray is travel with pi by 2 phase difference, but so amplitude are different, then we produce the elliptically polarized light. That means, okay, okay, here no need to rotate the quarter wave plate. Here we rotate the quarter wave plate is 45 degrees optic axis, and here elliptically polarized light we rotate the quarter wave plate is other than 45 degrees, okay, to get the elliptically polarized light. Okay, thank you.